Okay, my name is Michelle Casorla, and I work at Georgia State University Perimeter College. I am a prolific user of what is now known as Gemini Notebook. It used to be known as Notebook LM, and I will probably mess up during this video and call it Notebook LM, but it is now Gemini Notebook. And as you can see, I have lots and lots of notebooks. I use them for everything. But recently, I found out that I could make games and applications that my students can use in Gemini Notebook. So I'm going to teach you how to do that today. So I have to preface this with I have Gemini Ultra. Okay, I pay for an Ultra account, so I have Spark. I'm able to use a lot of Google tools. So you may have to find some workarounds if you don't have that capability, but you should still be able to make some wonderful games and or applications in Gemini Notebook. All right, so I'm going to start by creating a notebook. So I'm going to go here, and this game is going to be based on Emily Dickinson's Because I Could Not Stop for Death. I have several games that are pieces of literature because I've always dreamed of having my students actually play a piece of literature to get to know it better. So what I'm going to do is upload my file that I have here because I could not stop for death, upload, and here it is. All right, very famous poem. Lots of people assign it, so it should be a really good choice. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a custom prompt for this because I want to make it into a game. So I have created a skill and I will share the prompt when I'm done so that you can base your new prompts on this prompt. So I'm going to go to my Google Gemini and I'm going to go to Spark. So there's Gemini Spark. And I'm going to say, please access my game skill for Notebook LM. It's called Notebook LM in my things. I want to create a game from Emily Dickinson's Because I Could Not Stop for Death. Help me design this game. I want Emily I want the narrator to question death as she rides along, and the object the game is to understand the importance of life. Okay, so I'm going to then add my notebook. Add from Drive. Well, maybe I'll just upload a file. I'll just upload Because I Could Not Stop for Death. Okay, all right, there we go. And submit. Okay, so now it's going to work for a little while on creating this game because I have a skill already made for creating games that I did in Spark a long time ago, maybe a month and a half ago. I've been doing this a long time. Wow. Okay, so it's done the Notebook LM game designer skill and confirmed the foundation of your game based on Emily Dickinson's poem Because I Could Not Stop for Death. It says, I will build the game around the carriage ride where the narrator questions death with the core object to understanding the importance and value of life. To design the game step by step, I'll ask you a few quick questions, one at a time, to establish the perimeters. What is the desired tone of this game? Reflective, serene, reflective, and positive. Okay. What bonuses or rewards can the player earn during the game? Life memories, philosophical insights, gossamer threads of insight, and bonus stops. What Easter eggs or hidden triggers? I always put Easter eggs in. Any reference to Emily Dickinson's life. And then let me add a reference for Emily Dickinson's life here. Biography of Emily Dickinson. Here we go. Here's something. Poetry Foundation, same place I got the poem. Perfect. So I'm going to share and print. And then I'm going to upload that. Save. Save. I'll put that in the Gemini Spark. Upload file. Okay. Any specific? Okay, here we go. And I'll also upload the Emily Dickinson biography to the notebook so that people can see it in case they want to use it. Okay, so it's called Carriage to Eternity, and it's going to give me this markdown file. Okay, so I'm going to copy this markdown file like this. All right, now I'm going to go into my notebook LM, and first I'm going to update this with, I'm going to upload that file of her life. Okay, and then I'm going to go in here to this custom notebook. I'm going to change this to custom, and I'm going to paste this markdown file in here. Okay, and I want, I'll keep the default response length. Save, and then I'm going to just go in here really quick. I'm trying to, I think I'm going to go back here because I want to update it, and I can't get to it because because my recording is in the way. I hate that. It happens with Zoom too, right? So let's see, where is that? Because I could not stop for death. I'll do this by most recent. There we go. Okay. So I should be able to, now here there's no instructions for how to do this. So I definitely have to get some instructions for how to play this game. I'm going to go back to Gemini Spark, and it should have, yeah, there it is. I've asked it to do this, to make this instruction whenever it gives me a game. So that's part of my game creation thing that I put into my Gemini Spark. Okay, so I'm going to go in here to customize, and I'm going to set a custom notebook summary. Yes. And I'm going to put it in here. So I want to make this heading 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this little hashtag here and a space. Okay, that makes it, wow, what did it do? Hashtag and a space. Okay, there we go. That should make that a heading. Okay, and this says you step into a horse-drawn carriage, moving alongside death. goal. Okay, so this one I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to put um, some asterisks around it. And I'm probably also going to make this with heading 2. Goal, question, death, reflect deeply, how to play. So I'm going to do 3 of these. Type game, and I'll put some asterisks around this because I'm just formatting this. Okay, or game mode. Okay, type default. Or default mode. I'm just going to have default. I'm just going to get rid of this game mode. This is stupid. I'm just going to do, where is it? To enter the interactive journey, type default at any time. To pause the game and ask for academic questions about Emily Dickinson's poetry life. Okay. I don't want that to be giant, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to do this. Poetry, life, and themes. Input natural choices for semantic, reflect, observe. To put the carriage along the carriage path. Okay, and then I'm also going to add one extra thing that I always add, and I'm going to say, hold on, to restart your game, click the 3 dots on the right, and at the top, and choose delete chat history. Okay, that's so that they can restart it. Let's see how this looks so far. Looks pretty good. All right. It looks like I didn't get any of those. Oh, I have to put 2 asterisks, not 1. Let me try that again. Where are those asterisks? Okay, there we go. Let me do 2 asterisks instead of 1. Well, see, it's good that I'm making mistakes because then you won't make them. See? You'll see, oh yeah, she made that mistake. I can now remember to do that. Wow. Things I'll do to make myself look like I'm not as bad as I am. All right. Okay, here we go. Default. Okay, and Emily Dickinson's poetry. Let's try that. So the most important thing is that you keep checking, you keep making sure that everything is correct. Okay, done. Let's try that. Ah, perfect. Okay, and I have my, there we go. Now I just need something really good for this picture, right? And it looks like it's about 2:1. So I'm going to go back into, I'm actually going to open a new Gemini because I'm not going to go to Spark. I'm just go to Gemini. And then I'm going to say, upload file because I could not stop for death. Please give me a provocative 2:1. No, I think it's probably 3:1. 3:1 image that illustrates a moment or a major theme in this poem. Okay, let's see how that works. It's just giving me so I hate how it does this thinking thing because it's just really annoying. It's like when you're listening to oh, that's kind of terrible. Um, can can you make this more optimistic and lighter? This really isn't a bad, it isn't a sad, terrible poem. Lots of people interpret it that way, but it's really not. And I want to make sure that my students don't see it that way because I think it's important that that they are able to see, you know, this poem in the positive way that it is. It is not a poem that is reflecting on death, it's reflecting on the sanctity and beauty of life. Oh, there we go. This is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it in here. Where's my, okay. I'm going to customize this. I'm going to upload and it's right there, open. So let's look how that looks pretty dang good, right? Okay, now let's see if we can play it. All right. I'll start with game. So what you're going to do is you're always going to want to make sure that the game works like you want it to. And if it's not working the way you want it to, you go back into Spark and you keep readjusting it. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I will be putting the prompt in the notes for this video, and I hope you enjoy making some games and stuff in Notebook LM. Take care.